This tutorial is about the first steps you might take to set up your course. So once a course has been made for you in Schoology, you're going to click on the Courses tab, and any courses that you are the teacher of will have a little crown by them. So for Sample Teacher, I'm going to use Sample Course. I'm clicking on Sample Course, which brings me to the course page. I'm going to start by going down the left-hand side of this course page and go over some of the options here. First of all, you want to put a picture on your course page so it's easily recognizable for students. If you notice, all the courses that I'm in are listed here. And if there's a photo there that allows me to find the course faster, that's helpful for students. So I do that by clicking on this Edit Picture button. I'm going to attach a file that I already put on my desktop. If you're unsure how to find a file that you can use and isn't copyrighted, please ask, and I can certainly help you with that. But for now, I have a file I already found on my desktop. I'm going to attach it. It's a picture of beans because my sample teacher is Mr. Bean, so it's appropriate that his course should have a bean picture. The thumbnail looks good, so I don't have to do any changes there. If you don't like the way the thumbnail looks, click on Edit Thumbnail, and it'll give you a little box to help change that. You can make that box bigger, you can make it smaller, you can move it around. Show you how to do that real quick. And then hit crop. If you get this little broken picture, that means the way that you edited the thumbnail made the file size too big or not the right shape for a thumbnail. So you might have to go back and redo your thumbnail. You can do that just by hitting Edit Thumbnail again and resizing again. If you don't like the picture at all, you can completely remove that picture and start over again. So everything is saved. I'm going to close this window, and as you see, I have my course picture up here now. Under my course picture are some course options. First of all, if I have students enrolled in my course, I can view the course as that student. So right now I have one test student who is using my course. When I click on View Course as Test Student, I get to see what that course looks like to a student. Not a whole lot of differences, but as you get into putting more information into your course, there might be some differences between what you see and what the student sees. When you want to go back to your view, just hit this Back to Course button up in the upper right-hand corner, and it'll go back to the teacher view. Some other course options. You could send a message to people in your course directly from here. All members, or if you want to choose a specific member, you could do that within here. The subject, the message, you could attach a file, you could embed a link, you can include some resources from your resource file, and do an audio or video recording. Other things under the course options. You want to edit the course information. So it's got a course code, a section name, a subject area, the grade level, the grading term. All of that can be changed. The details of the course, if you'd like to add a description, where it takes place, when it meets. Privacy of the course. Do you want to be able to share all of these things with maybe just the course users instead of sharing with the entire school? You can't open it up any further than the entire school now, but eventually, if we have lots of requests, we may be able to share some courses with other Schoology users in different schools. These are for posting updates, for example. Do you want to post updates to all members or only course administrators, so only the teachers of that course? Comments on post updates, all members or only course administrators? Do you want students to be able to create discussion threads or just course administrators? Do you want students to be able to create files and links in the course or just the course administrators? Down here, the parent or visitor settings. As you can see, the parents have view-only access to the course. So the permissions help to maintain the anonymity of your course members from parents and other visitors. So you want to probably keep that anonymous so that they're not seeing the student names perhaps when they're going into the course. If you also want to hide comments and posts from those parents and visitors, you can do that as well. And finally, the landing page. When someone comes into your course, what do you want them to see right away? The updates or the materials? That's your choice. Moving along the top, the external tools. These are options that will be covered in a different tutorial, but for now, know this is one way that you can access those. Moderation. So these are any posts that have been deleted for the course. This would be in discussion boards. You can see that here. You can also enable moderation by only allowing posts that students have written to be posted on your course once you've approved them. So all posts in a discussion would have to be approved here before they could show up in your discussion. I'm going to put that back to disabling. And then finally, the recycle bin. Anything you create in your course that you then delete will show up here so that you can always get it again if you decide you want it back. All right, so I'm going to go back to the course by clicking on this blue link. And those are all the course options under Edit Info. That also covers the privacy and the course settings, the external tool providers, the moderate posts, and the recycle bin. So all those tabs that were across the top of that last window are also options here to get to individually. If we keep working our way down the side of this course, you can see the materials right now are highlighted in white. This was the landing page that I chose for this course. Remember, the other option was the updates, which is right below it here. So either one is fine. Under the materials is where the students are going to see all of the links and folders to whatever they need to access for the course. So all of these folders were folders I imported from a previous course into this course just so that I could show you some of the functionality within the course. Your course will start with none of these folders on the first screen. So you won't have any materials when you begin your first course. Updates. So this is what I just showed earlier. This is a place where you can have students share updates to the course, or you can put updates in the course depending on what your settings are. Updates have typically a box to type your update in with some standard word processing features. You can link files, websites, resources, audio and video recordings, as well as a poll. Over here is the option to also make this update appear in other places. So it could be, if you're linked to Twitter via your Schoology account, a Twitter post, a Facebook post, or as an announcement for the course. And then finally, you could post that update. Some of the features on the left-hand side as we go down, we won't be addressing immediately because we are not yet using ties in conjugation with Schoology. So the gradebook, the attendance, those two areas we're going to skip for now. The mastery and the badges will be covered in a different tutorial, so we're going to skip those as well. So we're going to slide right on down to members. The members for your course are all of the people that are involved in your course, including anybody who is in administration, which is like a teacher in the course, as well as students. Teachers have these crowns by them, and you can see that more than one teacher could be a part of the course. So if teachers are teaching a course together, or if they would like to share the course with another teacher so they can see it easily, an easy way to do this is just to make them administrator. So they can do that by either removing their administrative role. So we don't want this teacher as an administrator. Take that away. Or by adding that teacher as an administrator, which would be done in a separate area. Finally, your students are here as well. You can send messages to students directly from the Members tab.